sorry, what is it?
Act as if.
Act as if. See, when I act as if, I'm not trying to do anything. I'm acting as if I am that thing. I'm standing before you acting as the greatest seminar teacher in the world. I am. That's what I do. I am great at what I do. Because I've seen other people go, oh, I want to do that, I'm going to act just like that. I've seen other married couples that are totally happy and exciting, or at least I think they are, so I'm going to do that. I'm also standing before you as the greatest husband and father in the world. Matter of fact, if you listened to the radio show the other day, when Garrett introduced me, he said, so, who are you, what do you do? And the first thing I said was, I'm the greatest husband and father in the world. Because that's how I associate myself with the world. I act as if I am the thing. Act as if you want to be a millionaire, and you will do the things that will make you a millionaire. See, if you act as if you are something long enough, you cannot not become that thing, no matter what it is. So you have to start acting as if you are in the world. So, what do you want to act as if you are? It's up to you. Do you want to be the greatest cameraman, I don't know why they came in my head, in the world? Great. You start acting as if you are. You want to be the greatest son in the world or daughter in the world? Do you want to be the best daughter-in-law to your husband's mom that you could possibly be? Or somebody that's going, no way, I don't care about being the best daughter-in-law. What do you want to be? I want you to connect it with your body. So I'm going to give you a declaration. Everybody, please stand up for your declaration. In business, there are certain policies. There are certain policies in business that have to be abided by. If you were a boss of anything, and you had certain policies and rules, and you were more of a do as I say, not as I do boss, how successful is your business going to be?
Not
very successful, right? You need to lead by what? Example. So, we have certain policies also that work in our marriage that we have to follow. See, it's the same in marriage that the basic rules everyone should follow as it is in a business go along with the two people who are most important, which are the bosses, the CEOs, the presidents, whatever. In our marriage, we have 4 different principles. How many principles, please? 4. Actually, I won't use the word principles because I know Derek doesn't like that when I use them. So we have 4 different practices. 4 different what, please? Practices. All right. First one is this. What is it, please? 100%. 100% participation. If you ran your business at anything but 100%, how successful is your business going to be?
Not as successful as it could be.
That's right. It would be a 90% successful business. So if you ran your marriage at anything but 100%, how successful is your marriage going to be? Less than 100%. Do we want 100% marriages or do we want less than 100%?
100%.
Tell you what, 99% into your marriage participation, start calling a lawyer. Just the way it is. Because is it 100% for you together, 50% for you, 50% for you? 100% each. 100% all the way. So, if you are not playing full out with each other, if you are doing things in your marriage that are not leading to 100% participation, you're setting yourself up for a failure or a divorce. Same thing with a business. It's just the way it is. You are not allowed to say, what's the words, please?
I don't know.
You're not allowed to say, I don't know. Not allowed to say, I don't know. Honey, where would you like to go to dinner tonight? I don't know. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You just don't want to say it for one reason or another. Either because you don't want to make them feel bad, you don't want to feel bad. I don't know stops you from thinking. Now, not having a preference, you know what, tonight I was thinking about, Mexican, but also Italian's fine, that's good. But a choice is what we need. Make a choice in something. Not, I don't know. How you feeling, honey? I don't know. What do you think about that? I don't know. Should we move here? I don't know. What do you think about my job? I don't know. That's helpful. Thanks. I'm glad we're partners. If you kept saying that to your boss over and over and over again, if every time your boss came to you and asked you a question, you said, I don't know, how long would you keep that job?
5.
Would you want a partner in your business who only said, I don't know to you all the time?
No.
Or maybe they don't say to you all the time, just on the big decisions. Because they don't want to be held responsible for them. Because they don't want to fail. So, if you truly don't know, ask someone. Google it. You'll figure it out. There is an answer to something. Or give a choice. Give a choice. I don't know. I'm thinking about Mexican, but we can do Italian. What would you like? What would you prefer? Also, as the person receiving the I don't know, here's what you will do from now on. Now write this down. When somebody says I don't know to you, your words back to them are, I know you don't know. And if you did know, what would it be? Try that with your kids. Try that with your kids and see what you get. You're asking for a response, nothing more. You're giving them now an opportunity to tell you what they're thinking without judgment. You're saying, I know you don't know, but if you did know, what would it be? Third thing. Little voice. What, please?
Little voice.
Recognize your little voice. Recognize that your little voice is there to do a job. And its job is to discern whatever is coming in, whether it be harmful or whether it be good. Whether it be out of pain or out of love. That's its job. Too often, though, we have the misconception of believing that our little voice is actually us. That our little voice is what we're thinking. And it's not. It's this weird thing we all have in our heads. If you're wondering right now, what is he talking about, little voice? That's it right there. He's arguing against me already. I can hear it. Some of you have 4 or 5 in your head, and that's a whole other session that we can talk about. But that, medication on those things. But the little voice, recognizing your little voice, that it's there to do something for you, it's a productive thing. But it's there to stop us, in most cases, from pain or being uncomfortable. A lot of times, the little voice stops us from doing exactly what we know we should be doing. Is it okay if I get a little graphic with you? Yes. Some of you are questioning. No, I don't want to say that. Your thoughts that are in your head, the little voice that comes up, it's just like a bunch of hot air, right? And yet you sit there and think about it all the time. You contemplate, why am I thinking what I'm thinking? You contemplate, if I do what I'm thinking, then what's going to happen with what I'm thinking? And if I did that, then what would he or she or they think? We think about that all the time, right? It's just hot air. It means nothing. When you fart, how often do you think about what the fart meant, where it came from, why it smells like that, what would happen if somebody else smelled that, how it affects my life because I farted? Was it a big fart, small fart, running? What was it? It's the same thing. It's just hot air. Yet you give one side a lot more credence than you do the other side. So how do you stop it? How do you stop worrying about the little thoughts? You just start thanking it for sharing and move on. So when you have those little thoughts and you know you need to be moving forward, or you feel that fear, just say thank you for sharing and move on. What are you going to say?
Thank you for sharing.
Allow your little voice from stopping you from doing what you should be doing. How many of you realize that if you actually worked out 5 days a week, you might actually lose some weight? Might feel better. Have more energy. Yeah, I do too. Hello, I'm standing here. Absolutely. 20 pounds I should probably lose. But what stops me? I have the time. Have the ability. It's a little voice. Wake up in the morning. And you go, all right, today I'm power houring, right? I'm going to get that power hour in. I'm going to go out and I'm going to go and do some exercise. And then you think, oh yeah, I need to do something else. There's something else that comes in my head that pops up. You know, I haven't been to the gym in like 2 years. If I actually went and tried to run a mile, I'd probably die. And that'd be really embarrassing. And I don't want to do that in the gym. So maybe I'll just walk around my own block. You know, the weather's not so pretty out today, so maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it someday. It's what we do. We talk ourselves out of stuff. So from now on, when you have those thoughts, what are you going to say?
Thanks for sharing.